All right, this little mini video is to show you, illustrate for you what I'm expecting you to do with the News and Views peer review assignment. Okay, so you are going to go first to People and Toxo Peer Review Papers. And I'm not exactly sure how it shows it to you, but you'll find your name in one of these groups. Okay. So whatever group number you are is the paper you're to review. So then you go to Modules and come down to the Toxo Paper News and Views Peer Review Papers module. And so say I was assigned Toxo Paper 3. So I would click on that Word document and download it. And then you need to either open it up in Word document or Google Docs. So I'm going to show you how to do what I want you to do for commenting in Word, and then I'll show you for Google Docs. Okay. So you have to hit Enable Editing, and then, and if you know a better way to do this than me, have at it. But I just use Track Changes, and then when I want to put in a new comment. So say I'm reading this along and, I don't know, cats are infected with the pathogen by eating rodents, and I want to make a comment there. So I highlight it and I type in, "This makes no sense. Why would a cat eat a rodent?" You know, whatever. Obviously this is not what you're doing, but you do want to look for corrections if there's misinformation. You definitely highlight spelling, grammar errors, but what you're really wanting to evaluate the paper on, let's go back to Modules, is using this News and Views grading rubric. So download this as well. And as you're reading the paper, you should be working back and forth with the grading rubric. So title, correct length, proper format, informative, catchy. So I go back to my paper. MAG1 antibody impedes behavior and probably should be increases. Oops, I can't. How do I do that? I don't know. You guys probably know how to do this better than me. Increases brain cysts. So I decide if that was the correct length, proper format, informative, catchy, and if you want, you can put another column here, or you can change this number to 1, and somewhere, maybe in red, explain why you deducted a point. Okay. I know some people have gone and layout. No. What am I doing? Design. I thought, oh, layout for the table. Insert right. You can manipulate this however you like. Yeah. I don't know what I did. But anyways, you could put the points down here as well. Okay, and type in too long or something. If you can do it in another color, that would be wonderful, or highlighted or something so I can read and find your comments. And putting comments on the paper as well. So the instructions for the expectations of this paper are located in this, how to write a news and views. So read through that before you do this assignment. Okay, so you're basing upon the assignment, you're grading this person's work, okay, and you're using the grading rubric to guide you through that process. If you don't want to make comments in Word, you can also, if you have a Google Drive or a Google account, you can also upload the file there into Google. So I downloaded it from Canvas, now I'm uploading it, and I already tried this once to make sure I knew how to do it. I know it is. Got it. All right. And I think this is, I don't use Google Docs, but my kids do. So you can upload it. And again, under editing, do suggesting so that you can say, I don't know, this is not correct, and blah, 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 blah. Okay, and hit comment. So then I will see your comments, and all you have to do with this is click on share and get a shareable link and copy this link so that I can view, send that link to me so I can view the comments you wrote. Or you could, I'm sure probably you guys know how to download it with the comments. However you want. I need to see that you've written comments on it. Okay? This is really important practice because when we go to our big papers at the end of the semester, you will be peer reviewing and giving your peers suggestions on their final paper. So I want you to be able to practice figuring out how to do this. Okay, let's go back to our module. So here's the full instructions. Okay, so you're not writing a news and views, you're peer reviewing one that's been written by students in a previous semester. The point is what I found is when I just gave students this assignment right off the bat, they really didn't know what kind of paper I was looking for, how to write it very well. And I tried using examples from nature that does news and views, but we're tweaking it slightly because we're focusing on one aspect of the paper that you want to explain to a wider audience, why they should read this paper, what's interesting, what's important about it. Okay. So I'm going to have you read what other students have written on this paper you have read. You will grade and analyze it. So if you come down here, you have to complete the news and views grading rubric, which you just saw. You turn in the signed paper with grading comments on it, so either a link to a Google Docs or upload the actual paper with your comments, and answers to the 4 questions below, which are down here. And up here explains how to earn the 30 points for this. Okay. This is due Saturday night. On Sunday, I will post my grading comments, and I really ask you to take a look at my comments compared to your comments and figure out if you're meeting expectations or if you're, sorry, not meeting because you're not writing it yet, if you're analyzing it similarly with respect to expectations that I have. Sorry, my daughter's calling me and my mind just went blank. Yeah. Okay, so the point of this paper, again, sorry, children, is to practice looking at a paper that someone else has worked on, look at how I would grade it compared to your grading, And if you have questions about expectations for this assignment, let's talk about it before you have to write your first one in 2 weeks. All right. I hope that helps. I know it's probably kind of random, but hopefully that helps. All right. Thanks.